Octopath Traveler is rated T for teen. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Octopath Traveler. In the last episode, we did some of the side quests out in the Clifflands and the Riverlands. And today we're going to be taking on some of the side quests in the Woodlands and then also the Frostlands. And I'm looking at my notes and I realize now that actually there are only 4 side quests, or no, 3 side quests in each of these areas, which I'm realizing now that kind of sucks. I probably should have put the Highlands and the Sunlands separately, since they actually had like 4, especially like the Clifflands and the Sunlands having like the snake boss and stuff. Like, oh, those were pretty intensive. I should have split those up a little bit better, but what can you do? Hindsight is 2020. Anyway, there are 3 quests that we want to take care of here in Victor's Hollow. There is a 4th one, this dude, but he gives you a side quest. It's called Into Thin Air, and unfortunately it requires you to go into a level 50 area and fight a boss, so you don't want to take that quest if you're below level 50, because I remember that boss fight being very difficult. But the first quest we have is over here. I'm a lowly swordsman, worn and broken. I've fought 1,000 battles if I fought one, and I'm tired of heaving this blade. But there's this fool lad who's gone and made me a zero and wants to be a fighter like me. This is a wretched, dangerous trade, God's truth, and I wish I could dissuade him. Arena Aspirations. Starry-eyed boy. Cribbins, he's a true warrior, he is. I have a mind to get his sword and be like him when I'm a man grown. Did you know? He's never lost a fight. Not one. Alright, so this quest has actually 2 completion methods, and as you might guess, one of them is beating up the gladiator, because as you can probably take by the hint that he's never lost a fight, that you want to fight him. A boy of Victor's Hollow who adores the gladiators and aspires to become just like them. He spends nearly every waking moment watching the matches from the shadows, paying close attention to the various techniques and tactics employed by the warriors. Alright, and then can I also steal from you while we're at it? Silver Helm, cool. But then also, we have this swordsman of many years. Once he fought for something near and dear to his heart, but over time came to realize that the man he was and the love he had were not long gone. Though he harbors no regrets for the choices he made, he has no fond memories of his misspent days either. That's unfortunate. So one of the ways is to beat him up, but there is a second way. We have this woman over here.
Excuse me?
Become a swordsman? Who put that daft notion into my nephew's head? I fair believe his parents raised him wiser than that. Though his father, nay, best leave that unsaid. Really now. This woman of Victor's Hollow looks after and worries over her nephew. She abhors violence with every fiber of her being and prays that the young boy will not follow in the footsteps of the gladiators which fascinated him so. And we learn some information about father and fighter. Alright, we can return that to the swordsman. We got a little bit of info. What's that you say? So the lad's father was a swordsman, was he? A sad tale, when a man's felled and leaves a young widow and her son to fend for themselves. Suppose the lad saw his father and me, us both being men of the sword. I'm starting to think that mayhap I treated the lad overly rough. He needed a father and reckoned that could be me. Maybe he weren't wrong at that. Oh-ho, lad, what are you playing at? Sir? Come here, lad, out of them shadows and into the sun where I can see you. Huh? So you will teach me fencing? Look ya, I've a better thing to teach you. Horse riding. What say you to that then? I'd rather learn fencing if it's all the same. Swans, but you're a stubborn one. I teach you horses or I teach nothing, you got that? Oh, if you say so, sir. Alright, so we got a new father figure. Okay, that dude's for later. He's a spring to step, he's a new friend, he sets a fine example. I've not often seen him so happy. Well, fortunately, the aunt kind of got her wish, and we're not worried about the violence no more. So this is I think a slightly happier ending. I think both are pretty fine, so you know, don't feel bad either way. Granted, this is a game, so none of these actually have any sort of real consequence. Alright, so the alternative method for the Arena Aspirations quest is to... I didn't mean to speak to you again. Is to challenge this guy. Now, it's going to be a very tough fight. I have a somewhat cowardly strategy. But it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm going to just poison him. I believe poison does 1/20th of the guy's health, so as long as we can last for 20 turns, we should be fine. You know, just keep working on it. I don't think this good. Sure, we'll do 1,000 spears. Very little damage. This guy is tough, so you want to be careful. We're going to just continually poison him, because the poison will deal pretty much more damage than we can in a single turn. So we don't want to be too, you know, we don't want. This is more just turtling it out. Frankly, we shouldn't be. No shame in turtling it out. Jesus, this game really is something. I should have given them hang tough or something.
How about this?
We just want to be very, very careful. So like this, we can just use the poison. We'll do it for that, so that way we don't accidentally waste a BP point. Because otherwise we would lose 1 turn on that poison. And we're just gonna keep turtling. That's literally going to be the entire plan. Fortunately, we can actually take a small moment to breathe to just do some damage. We saved ourselves a turn. But otherwise, we are going to just continue to turtle. This is just what it is. Sorry. Yep, see? Poison is good. It's a 20th of their health, so as long as you can last for 20 turns, which generally speaking you can, no problem. Ugh. Sir, are you hurt? You saw clear enough, lad. I'm a weak man. Don't look at me like that, lad. You only make me wretchedness more bitter. Hark to me, lad. Dreaming of being a base swordsman is no dream at all. But that... You've got a gentle soul and wits about you too. Sellswording ain't no life for you. Find a trade where you can do good and better the lives of other folk. That's all I've got to say to you, so shove off, you hear? Oh, we broke his little heart. Ah, it was harsh, but for the best. Thanks to you, the lad may have seen reason at last. Gods be good, he'll no longer be yearning to spill blood for a living. Speaking of which, you be skilled with that blade. I fought in earnest. Cool. Let's speak to this kid. I'm going to find me some books and learn to be an apothecary. Then I can look after the old fighter and make sure his wounds get looked after proper, because we caused him a lot of wounds. My boys weren't learning to be apothecary, 'tis a weight off my mind, for it is an honorable and safe trade. So, yep, good. There was a quote-unquote tough fight. Anyway, that was the secondary thing. That was the second route. The second quest, I believe, is Ashlan up there. I believe the second one is this guy here.
Curses.
I've wagered and lost, and wagers and lost, and now my purse is as empty as the god-cursed desert. But hope lives on, and the next wager will bring me a king's riches. Hark now, do an ill-fated wretch a boon and check on the fighters, will ya? Local sword-swinging Estatus and Lancer Montdor of the icy north. Bring me news of them. Alright, so it begins the tale of a promising venture. Now this, I accidentally kind of started this quest a little bit during Victor's Hollow because I inquired to the wrong person. This remarkably unlucky man has made and lost countless wagers throughout the realm, yet when his spirits and funds were at their lowest, he found within himself a revelatory truth, and so he does not regret the life he has lived. Okay, great. The first guy is down here. Estatus. My belly aches and my heart's beat like a smithy's hammer. Name's Estatus, I'm a local swordsman, and I'm waiting here for my fight. So we can inquire to him. Now, we technically already inquired this, so we already knew this information, but just to show you where he is. A swordsman who strives to bring honor and glory to his poor family. Though he was sickly as a child, he trained tirelessly to fight back against bullies, and eventually grew strong enough in body and mind to defend himself. Those bitter memories fuel his passion to become greater than he was yesterday. So, an honorable man. The other guy, Montdor, I'm not sure where he is.
Hello.
Gossipy townsperson. He's probably, I think he's probably, no, he's right here. Yeah. Beg your pardon, now is in the midst of training. Montdor, Lance Extraordinaire, at your service. Right, so we can talk to him, get a little bit of information. Imperial Lance seems actually pretty good, so it's a good thing to pick up. A spearman of the Frostlands, in his youth, he distinguished himself in battle after defeating a succession of opponents. To this day, he continues to search for new challengers to test his spear and his metal. I am reading too quickly, so I keep tripping on my own tongue. Anyway, you just need to inquire to those two people, or scrutinize them, whichever you prefer. And I'm stuck on the building. And we can run back to the guy and tell him about the fighter's conditions.
How now?
Ah, there you be. What news you bring? Oh, Montdor looks fit and hale, does he? Been a training hard, you say, and there's the fire in his eyes? Local lad Estatus has got the smell of defeat on him, you say? So nervous that his belly aches, is he? Scared of what the local crowds will roar when makes a toad's pie of it all, no doubt? I don't doubt. Maybe it's not even I'm reading fast, I just can't read today. God's truth, and I know what on head I'll place Michael Lascoins. Bless your friend. Whoa! The swordsman Estatus wins the battle! Pigs in heaven! The day is mine at last! We get the nice victory music. What's it called? Oh my gosh, there's a term for it. Not like a jingle. Fanfare, that's the word. We got the fanfare. Surprised, are ya? Hi, I put my purse on the swordsman Estatus. When you told me how he feared the local crowds, I knew in my belly how the duel would end. With the crowd roaring and putting the fear of the gods in him, he'd be bound to fight the strength to beat his foe. Haha, truth is, I'm from these parts myself, so I was happy to put my coins on our local lad. No more debtor's prison for me. Fair befall you, friend. I'm mighty grateful to you. Alright, we get some money and some grapes. It's fantastic. What are you? Monster Hunter. Oh, okay. I always keep picking out the NPCs that are important for later.
Oh.
Ashlan, well met friend, remember me? You told me the tale of monster tamers. I heard a rumor of a magic sword called Snake's Bane. With such a weapon, surely I could defeat the giant snake that has possessed my father. A swordsman of the arena is set to bear a Snake's Bane. I begged and pleaded with the man, but he refused to give it to me. It might be the only way to save my father, if only I could find a way to get it from him. So begins the tale of Ashlan the Beastmaster, which there is this monster hunter up here. Do you matter how big or fierce a snake is? Snake's Bane will make short work of it. Just battled a slimy brute in the arena, matter of fact. Crowds went wild when I split its belly. Cool! Can you tell me more? Skilled Slayer feeds the swordsman boasts both brawn and brains, reading his opponent's movement and discerning their weakness, and then choosing the proper weapon to strike them down. Cool. Epic. We can literally just steal the Snake's Bane off of him, no questions asked. It's amazing that Therion can do that so accurately.
Oh.
But we can give... Oh, wait, actually, I'm not gonna give Ashlan... No. I want to steal from him first. Give me that large soul stone.
Oh.
Alright, okay, now I can give it to you before you head off to Dusk Barrow. This is the enchanted blade, Snake's Bane. With it, I can kill the snake beast that holds my father in its thrall. My father condemned violence. He was always a good and just man. But when monsters began to ravage the village where he lived, he was powerless to stop them. His only recourse was the forbidden magic. In my heart, I truly believe he meant no ill, and that is why I am set upon his deliverance.
Many thanks.
I thank you for this blade. I shall use it wisely. I shall find my father, and by my own hand, free him from his plight. Farewell. And so ends the tale of Ashlan the Beastmaster Part 2. And actually, that's all of the quests we want to take care of in Victor's Hollow, actually quite fast. We did it in under 15 minutes. We're speedrunning this crap. Anyway, the next batch, I guess we're going straight over to the Frostlands in Still Snow. Let's head over there. Alright, here in the Frostlands, there are also 3 quests that we need to take care of. What was the first one we want to take care of? They're all literally right here, so you know what? We'll go with the one in the inn, because that one's quicker, I think. Tressa, why didn't you get me anything? Cyrus, why didn't you get me anything? I don't exactly know what the trigger is for them to give you stuff. I know they do on occasion, but...
Hello.
I'm an inventor by trade. Right now I'm working on a portable heat source that one could easily carry from place to place. But I need more materials to work with if I'm to make a functional prototype. I haven't even made it so far as that yet. Coal, flax, and a handy metal container. If I only had those 3 things, I'm quite sure I could get it working. Well, let me take some things off your hand first. So that way you can hold them. An inventor who resides in Still Snow, blessed with great intelligence, he crafts many useful tools with materials at his disposal. Alright. There's also just a chest that I never picked up from when we came here with Primrose or Honnet. There are people who just have some stuff that we need. There are 3 objectives and they are all in Still Snow. Pathetic Father. You're not relevant for right now.
Greetings to you.
Moneylender. Ho there, stranger. Ever find yourself a few leaves short of a tree? I'm your man. My interest rates are quite reasonable, you'll find. Heh. Ooh, is that so? Inquire. A shrewd moneylender who has earned the ire of many. While many of his victims would like nothing more than to do him great harm, the murderous glint in his eyes is enough to make them think twice. That is unfortunate. I don't think there's actually any quest associated with him. Teehee, we're friends forever. Okay. Fortune teller lives in the house with the red roof. Welcome to Still Snow, our humble village buried amidst the deep drifts. I believe this woman actually has one of the things that we're looking for. A widow living with her daughter after her husband passed. She rarely, if ever, left her home. However, since her daughter started making friends, she began to venture outside and engage with the other villagers more and more. Oh, that's cute. So we have more plentiful provisions, so now the smith and armorers have new wares, which is good because all of the weapons they have were pretty bad, so we have some adequate flax. That was one of the things we needed. You just kind of have to walk around people. I believe the guy back here actually has something. We have the portable pot, yeah, because I remember we saw him, but we didn't want to steal that. Yeah. Can you tell me about stuff? A young man with dreams of becoming an artist. In recent days, he has honed his skills by sculpting figures out of snow throughout the village. Alas, nearly all of them are subsequently destroyed by an unknown critic, but he nevertheless persists in his efforts to fill the world with his works. Man, I support you. Whoever's fighting you is garbage. Pray to go no further, child. There are some things in this world that are best not seen. I've already seen them. Bishop's hat and an unerring earring. I will take that. This man keeps a close watch on a certain dilapidated house on the outskirts of the village. Though he does so only out of concern for the safety of others, he has occasionally been pelted with snowballs by an equally concerned young villager. This has deterred him somewhat from his efforts. Okay, we have some undeniable allure. What about you, lady? No, you wear layers, you're fine. A woman burdened with terrible debts who now seeks to pay them off by working at a brothel. Though quiet and reserved by nature, she forces herself to put on a different face that one day she might be able to regain her past life. Well, that's unfortunate. We do get a discount at the inn, although I'm not entirely sure how I feel about what that implies. Anyway, there should be another guy somewhere in the village with the stuff that we're looking for. We just have to ask around a little bit. Maybe in the church? Healing grape, I can just steal that from you. Flames great. See the great cathedral. Awesome. Do you have anything important? I guess, maybe. It's gotta be one of you guys. No, you're the beetroot guy. Horned helm, spiked armor, spiked shield.
Oh.
You think you can just go barging into every house in town? Well, not. Oh, is this a woman?
Oh.
That is.
Oh.
Is that a woman? I mean, that looks like one of the male NPC sprites. But I guess there's female NPC sprites? Okay, must be you that has it then.
Faring well?
They say the forest past here is home to all manner of dreadful fiends. That's why I'm here and not there. If you value your life, I suggest you follow my lead. Aha, no, dude, I'm fine. And we have the satisfactory coal. So that's all the gear we wanted. So the guy up there, the woman at the entrance to the village, and the guy behind the snowman has the things that you are looking for. Anyway, let's return the gear. Cyrus, get out of my way, you nerd.
Hello?
I have you things. Oh, you've got just what I was looking for. Please, by any chance, would you be willing to part with those things? Thank you. Now I can finally make my prototype. With a sturdy metal container like this, and with proper venting, I should be able to put the coal and flax inside and ignite it to... yes, this should work. And there, I put the whole thing into a good woven sack and it's done. Oh, it's so toasty, I feel warm to my core. In a snowy land like this, keeping yourself warm is absolutely paramount. Look at the roofs of the buildings, for example. You see how the snow piles up? Well, one must knock the snow off quite regularly or the weight becomes too much for them. But how do you keep yourself warm when you're out knocking the snow from the roof? You can't have a stove in your pocket, and good luck starting a fire in the snow. But if you have one of these, you can warm yourself even when you're out clearing snow. Tucking one of these into a jacket would even keep children warm while they're out playing in the winter snows. And if you're feeling comfortable in the warmth that you happen to fall asleep, there's no worry about things burning out of control. With my invention, people can feel warm and safe and comfortable. Thank you so much for your contribution to making my dream a reality. And that ends the tale of Let There Be Warmth. We're getting tons of money. We have over $100,000, leaves, whatever you want to call it. We have the next quest here.
Good day.
Someday I'm going to leave this village and become a singer. That is my greatest dream. But I cannot go anywhere until my family pays off our debts. My father is, well, with him being the way he is, I simply cannot abandon my family to pursue my own dreams. So begins the tale of setting out. We can steal from this girl. No problem. Can you tell me about yourself? Young girl blessed with her mother's mellifluous voice? Mellifluous voice, who once sang and brought joy to all those around her. Alas, after her mother succumbed to a deadly disease 3 years ago and her father's health began to fail, she could no longer find music in her heart. Oh, that's so sad. Fortunately, there is a way around it. We need to head to Quarry Crest. And up here in the Quarry Crest mines near the tavern, I think it might be in the tavern. Here we go. I run the tavern, you know, and our singing girl just quit on us. There's gotta be another girl in somewhere who can carry a tune. Very curious, we happen to know someone who might want to be of interest. Oh, Hana, why can't you find me an item? Tell Lynn to, like, do stuff more. Goodness. Alright, girl, I got yourself a man who might want to know where you're, or may want your voice. You the one? You the one who wants to be a singer? Then let's have a song out of you. Oh, of course. Yes, that's it. This is the voice I've been searching for. I've been looking for a singer to take center stage in my tavern. And your voice, oh, it's sweeter than any wine I've got to offer. You must come and sing for me. You truly wish for me to sing for you? Well, I would absolutely love to, but I can't. And why not? You want to be a singer, don't you? I do, but my family, they cannot make it without me. I'm afraid we owe a great deal to a moneylender and... Nothing, I will take your debts on as my own. What? But you can't possibly... It's nothing compared to the profit you'll bring my tavern soon enough. Your voice has enchanted me, my girl. You're the only one I'll have on my stage. Then, yes, I do want to sing. I would be delighted to sing for you. Nothing would please me more. Thank you for introducing me to the singer of my dreams. And so ends the tale of setting out. I'm curious.
Greetings.
Oh, there. Oh, okay. I thought, like, see, because in the thing you kind of glean that, like, they're in debt, she's in debt and stuff, or whatever. And I thought I had to beat up the moneylender, but apparently that's not how you complete the quest at all. Alright, so the alternative method for setting out is very simple. We need to go into this bar. Pathetic father, hey friend, listen, I swear I never do this, but if you could spare just a bit of money, just a little, whatever you can, I'll pay you back when my daughter finally starts bringing in a bit of money, you'll see. We basically beat up this pathetic father. Good time, and I was looking for a distraction. Now this guy has 2 bars, so he'll be very easy. Poke him with a stick twice. No problem.
With each battle, I grow stronger.
Damn it all, why did the gods conspire against me? What did I ever do to deserve such troubles? I only ever... Lost hold of that temper of yours again, did you? Looks like all it earned you was a good beating. But maybe this time something will actually get through to you. You've seen your fair share of troubles, my friend. I know that. You didn't used to be like this. This fellow used to have a small shop of his own, see, but his business went under and he lost everything. He always was the serious type. I guess the failure was just too much for him to handle. Broke his heart. He turned to drink, looking to drown his sorrows, and look at him now. Oh, that's enough out of you. What'd you know, huh? I never did nothing to deserve this kind of ill fortune. Damn it all. Damn it all! I know I'm nothing but a dead weight on my family the way I am now. But you can't expect me to start over anew at this age. I can, and I do. It's not too late if you start now. I don't. Looks like he got a bit of that bile out of him after losing his temper like that. Thank you for giving him the chance to work through some of that anger. Alright, and that ends the tale of setting out. The father stops being a deadbeat. Unfortunately, I don't think, it's an okay thing. Gonna work hard, repay the debts. I mean, frankly, it's okay, but I think I'd rather give the daughter her dreams of being a singer, you know? Yeah, it works. They're both fine endings. But anyway, the next quest onward here is, well, we have Miles.
Good day.
So we have indeed met again. Do you remember me? I'm Sir Miles of the Knights Ardent. I have been continuing in my hopes of discovering the truth about my father.
Good day.
I am to keep this town safe. Protecting the people is an important duty of the Knights Ardent. I'd hardly been giving my first appointment before I fell afoul of bandits. I had to fight them off. I thought I was quite good with a sword, but... And the taste of real battle is quite different from that of mere training, I discovered. This will not do. I'm far too unpracticed in true battle to protect anyone like this. Please, will you aid me in my training? Sure, but tell me about yourself first. One of the Knights Ardent who was looking for information about his father. He often finds himself frustrated in his own immaturity, but is determined to continue retracing his father's steps and in hopes of finding out the truth of his past. Oh. Very similar to Ashlan in that he is trying to find his father, or learn stuff about his father. He's being persisted on by his father.
How about you?
So we just gotta beat him up. This shouldn't be too difficult. He was level 4, so like 6 damage, yeah.
How about you?
We could probably just poke him with a stick and like kill him in like 1 hit. Like, let's be real.
Victory.
Like, let's be real. And look, he's blinded. He ain't got nothing on us, and he still somehow hit us. Bro. This is some donkey rear end.
Battle is truly joy.
I'll use spearhead so we move first. This might kill him. Yeah, that just killed him. yeah, no. It's once you get up in levels, like, the challenges are very easy. Phew, you are every bit as strong as I had imagined. Very far indeed I have yet to come as a knight. But that matters not. I feel I've understood something new in this day. In battling with you, I will set off again with renewed vigor. You there, boy. Was your father perhaps a member of the Knights Ardent? You look quite uncannily alike to a certain member of the Knights Ardent who once saved my life. You knew my father? Certainly did. A hero he was. Saved us all. A hero? I was just a wee mite when all this happened, mind. But I still remember those days of terror. Our village was being preyed upon by a whole pack of aggressive beasts. The only one able to take up a sword and fight was that of a father of yours. Even knowing that he would be alone in his fight, he did not abandon us in our hour of need. He marched right out of this village, not a man on his back, and fought off the beasts for us. It is thanks to your father that I am here today to relate the tale to you. My conviction grows ever stronger. I knew my father was no deserter. Yet he was stripped of his knighthood all the same. The truth must still be out there somewhere. Then let us meet again someday. And so ends the tale of Sir Miles Servant in the Flame 3. And actually, amazingly, that is all of the side quests in the Frostlands and in the Woodlands. I'm almost tempted to just power through because I am extremely tempted to just power through for the you know what? It's now or never. We're just gonna power through. We're gonna do Noble Core and Goldshore while we're here because like it's a half hour. Currently we're sitting at a half hour. I do have to record the alternate versions or the alternate routes for some of these, but like it's only gonna add like maybe an extra 5 minutes. So you know what? We're just going to do it. We're just going to do it. Anyway, let's go to Noble Court then. All right. So the first quest in Noble Court, we have Kit here, but we'll do Kit's last because I think Kit is probably the most important character here. But the first quest we will take care of is this guy down here. We've had a grave robber sneaking around here lately. Can't people just let the dead rest in peace? In my younger days, I'd had given him what for, but these old bones don't move like they used to, and the scoundrel just keeps running away. If only there was some way to bring that no-good scoundrel to justice. Alright, so begins a tale of a Gravekeeper's grief. We can steal some items off of him. He has some pomegranates and a stimulating bracelet, and I will inquire. Gravekeeper of Noble Court, how he came to the position is anyone's guess, but no one is particularly motivated to ask questions, and most will allow that they could do a lot worse than the stubborn old man. Curious, no good information from us, but there is this quest has two methods for completion. Out here in the east, or the west Noble Court Flats? Yes, we're in the western Noble Court Flats. There's this guy here. Damn that old coot chasing me off like that. And what do you want, huh? Get away from me. We can't guide him, so I guess we need to maybe talk to him. Extremely feckless young man, he is kind deep down, but too prideful to show it. Rather like a lot of young men the world over, one might be tempted to say. Alright, well, if we can't do anything with him, maybe we can fight him. Have you nothing better to do? Don't you have anything better to do than hassle an old man who works the graveyard, who literally works the graveyard shift? Like, he literally just works the graveyard shift, bro. Like, don't you have anything better to do? Now, this guy's actually significantly weaker than the last guy we fought, or Miles, so yeah, we can just poke him with a stick a few times, no big deal. No problem, we get an inspiriting plum out of him. Fine, you got me, I give. I'll tell you the whole thing. Yeah, I'm the one who they say was messing with the graves in the graveyard. But that's not the whole story. Look, the old man, he's, well, you know, he's getting on in years. I wanted to help him out, that's all. But he's a stubborn old coot. He gets mad if you even suggest that he can't handle everything on his own anymore. I was just trying to help him out without him noticing, and he goes and accuses a person of being a grave robber. I guess it may have looked fairly shady, though. Sorry for bursting out like that. I've got a bit worked up, but I feel a bit calmer. Thanks, I guess. I think I know what I need to do now. I've just got to say it. I'll tell the old man what I want to help him. Awesome. So ends the tale of the Gravekeeper's grief. I'm not gonna walk back. We can warp. We don't need to use our legs. This is 2021. Legs are useless. Alright, the alternative method to the Gravekeeper's grief quest is quite simple. In Noble Court, if you head to the first part of it, the outer banks, I guess you could call it, if you head down in this direction and you speak to this guy, there's been a fair bit of trouble with Prowling Thief, but now I've got just the thing to deal with him. And what do you know? A codger-friendly bow for elderly allies of justice. We steal this from this old man and make him vulnerable to a thief, and we head back to the other codger and we can give it to him so that way he can actually, like, you know, defend himself from the grave robber and stuff, and make the grave robber not come back and all that, because that would not be good, because, you know, who robs graves, you know? Anyway, bro, here is your codger-friendly bow. Fit for just like an old man like you. What's that you got there? That's a fine bow if I've ever seen one. Surprised if I can handle a weapon? I'll have you know I was a fine archer in my day. Then one day my legs gave out and that was... Oh, now I see the way of it. Yes, I should be able to use this. That grave robber thinks I can't chase him down. When he turns his back on me, I'll just take aim and... He'll never know what hit him. I owe you one, friend. That scoundrel won't be disturbing the dead any longer. Not in my watch. Alright, ends the tale of the Gravekeeper's grief. I wonder what the guy has to say, but I'm not curious enough to actually go ahead and look. Bow in hand, the Gravekeeper was able to chase away the ruffian who had been disturbing the cemetery. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a quick peek. I'm gonna take a quick peek, and if it cuts to the next thing, then you'll know that it was nothing worthwhile. Oh, it just seems the guy disappears altogether. Duly noted. I believe this guy right here, he sets off a quest chain that we can't take care of quite yet. It requires traveling to some of the Chapter 4 towns, which we have not yet met, so we won't be taking that on quite yet. However, over here we have Theracio. You're the stranger who aided me before. Thanks to your assistance, I was able to set out on my journey. I have been traveling to help teach the poor and spread knowledge to all equally and without restriction. These curious children gathered here to learn. But I do not have the tools they need to study. How can they study without study materials? So begins the tale of Theracio's Tutelage Part 2. Also, I feel really weird that this is like the edge of town, but there's very clearly more to Noblecourt. I don't know. I mean, on one hand, I really appreciate that, like, you can see the town is like a lot larger than necessarily the points you can access, but at the same time, it feels very weird. Like, let me go over there, please. But anyway, in order to complete this quest, we need to talk to...
Hello.
Nope, you're not it. There is someone to talk to. The junk collector. I know we spoke to him. We spoke to him at some point. Maybe... Oh, wait, it's the guy up here, I think. Right. Did you know that rich folk clear out all sorts of things that still have plenty of use in them? They may call it rubbish, but it's still plenty good to me. Is that so? Can you talk to me about that stuff? Abandoned as a child, this man picks up things that are similarly thrown away, finding beauty in objects left behind. The words of the elderly couple who took him in are never far from his heart. One person's trash is another person's treasure. Words to live by, in this guy's case, quite literally. Anyway, this guy has a ton of crap, and crap we quite mean literally because it's very useless, or very poor sell items, but we're gonna rob him of everything he owns. We also had tools of learning on him, which we can give to Theracio, which might be of useful to him. These are study materials. Are you saying these are for me? Yep, we took it off a junk collector who probably found it in the garbage. Thank you so much. Now I can finally begin my lessons. Alright, children. Eyes up here. Class is about to begin. Yes, Professor. Professor Theracio, please, how do you read this word? That is amity. It means friendship. Ah. Professor, I don't understand. Why did the person in the story risk his life to get back home? Because if he did not, he would have betrayed his true friend. And there's no greater crime than to betray someone who has been true to you. Oh. Professor, do you know why the sky is blue? Haha, it's beautiful, isn't it? The brilliant blue sky. You see, I think that there are places that the light can reach and other places which the light cannot reach. I mean, it's in a sense. I guess that's sort of, kind of, a medieval understanding of it. Thank you for teaching us, Professor Theracio. Thank you. It was a good lesson. What wonderful, pure-hearted children. And it seems that the adults in the village will be happy to continue teaching the children once I leave. Now I am even more determined than ever to travel to other lands and continue spreading knowledge. I can't wait to see those children dedicate themselves to their studies and grow into fine adults. There is truly nothing like study. Thank you again for helping me toward achieving my goals. I will set out to bring learning to the children of another land. I hope your own travels are kind to you. They won't be. They won't be. They really won't be. Anyway, let's go talk to Kit. Alright, Kit. Oh, it's you. Do you by chance remember me? I'm Kit. You gave me a healing grape when I was lying wounded on the roadside.
In truth.
How goes my journey, you ask? I'm afraid to say I feel as if I've gone as far as I can on my own. There are too many dangers to face alone. I wonder if some band of travelers might not allow me to join them on the road? So begins a tale of In Search of Father. So actually, well, you know what? You know what? I might as well just show off the thing because it's kind of relevant to the story, even though this isn't part of the completion method. So there's this guy right out here. I think we passed him on the way in.
It's like this.
Our troupe is in dire need of new players, but I need a pair of actors who have good chemistry and can play off one another. I've been waiting here for 2 aspiring actors to just show up. Sadly, this approach hasn't proven very successful, as one might expect, from literally just sitting outside of a town in the middle of a field being like, yo, join my circus, no questions asked. You know, what are my credentials? Don't worry about it. Who cares if I have like 3 OSHA violations? Actually, sorry, forget that. Anyway, we spoke to this guy earlier. There's this guy down here. My dream is to become a successful player and act upon a grand stage someday. I've heard that a traveling troupe is looking for actors, but they want a pair, and I have no partner. If only I could find someone who would join me on such a journey. Well, that's so sad, bro. I'm gonna steal your chakra brand, your chakra brand, but that chakra band. A man with dreams of becoming an entertainer who dedicates himself to all aspects of acrobatics. Unfortunately, whenever he becomes nervous in front of an audience, he can't seem to stop laughing. Curious. Well, maybe you want to come with us? Started the stage, I'll follow you anywhere. Okay. Maybe we should have had Primrose lead him, because maybe Primrose would have been able to give him some tips of the stage, because she's a dancer. Anyway, Kit. What's that? A traveling acting troupe is looking for new members? A group like that certainly would allow me to visit many different towns in search for word of my father. I doubt I have much gift for acting, but... Please, sir, would you let me join you as your acting partner, that we might become members of the traveling acting troupe? If you hadn't asked, I would have. I suppose we had better go talk to the impresario then. Why don't you join us, since you brought us together in this endeavor? Well, I do thank you both for showing me your best performances. But I'm afraid, Kit, that your acting skills still leave something to be desired. Yes, I was afraid that might be the case. We were really hoping to find a pair of actors who could play well off one another, too. Please give me a chance. I will practice harder than anyone you've ever seen. Or just let me join you as a stagehand. I'll do anything you ask me if you only let me travel with you. I have to keep traveling to try to find some word of the fate of my missing father. Please, I'm begging as well. Please let us join you. Can I hold you to that promise, Kit? You will practice your craft and do anything we ask of you in the meantime? Yes, I give my word. Then, Kit, you are hired, provisionally, as a stagehand until we can see what we can make of you. And you will be responsible for helping him learn the basics of acting. You two are a pair after all. Do you think you can do that? Oh, of course. We won't let you down. Thank you for this chance. I will trust that two of you will live up to your words. I can trust you, can't I? Absolutely. Thank you. Thanks to you, I can continue my journey. Ha ha ha! I haven't done anything yet. See if you still want to thank me after I put you through your paces. It looks like things are just about settled then. You can leave your friend in our hands. We'll take good care of him. Thank you again. I will do my best to not let this troupe down. I sincerely hope we'll meet again. Safe journeys to you until we do. And so ends the tale of In Search of Father Part 1. Yeah. That's all there is in Noble Court for right now, at least. There is that guy that looks like a guard, but we can't deal with him right now because he wants us to go all across the world. Trust me on this one. Anyway, you know what? We're just gonna power through. We're gonna do Gold Shore. This is gonna be an extra long episode. Super long. Impossibly long. Don't worry about it, bro. Kinda long. Anyway, the first quest, I believe that's Mann. So that's not it. This one's on two sides of the page. We have, I think there's this guy down here, which I think is relevant. Some years back now, our ship went down in a bad spot of weather. Most crew washed up eventually, but no one ever saw the captain again. The rest of the crew gave up long ago, and everyone went their separate ways in the end. But I haven't stopped believing that the captain is still alive out there somewhere. A great man he was. You'd know him anywhere by his long beard. Should you ever see such a man in your travels, I'd be mighty pleased if you could bring him here to me. Cool, duly noted. Give me that sleep weed. So this is the quest Left Behind. So in case, yeah, there you go, Left Behind, because I closed out of the thing. Whoops. Sailing one sail on the blue wave, proud of his seafaring days, he hopes to return to great and glorious expanse again. Great. Like a lot of these quests, I feel like we have to end up going back to Victor's Hollow yet again. And right out the tavern, I washed up on shore here some years back, with no memory at all of who I might be or even what I was once called. I keep on hoping that someone will recognize me one day and be able to tell who I am. Surely someone must have known me, What is with all of these amnesiacs? There was Layla, and there's this guy. A mysterious man who somehow found his way to the woodlands. Stricken with amnesia, he has forgotten his identity. However, for some reason, he feels drawn to the sea and often finds himself walking towards it. Well, are we not high enough? You need to be level 40 or higher to guide this person. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to bring Primrose. See if we can get Primrose to allure him. Because Primrose should be able to get pretty close. Although Primrose is one level off of 40, so that probably would bring her... Anything? No? Still, get Lynn to find me something. Lore, 32%. This is going to be a terrible trade. Okay, great. Sure, that works. Thank you, Primrose. I owe you my life. Anyway, back to Gold Shore. Yo, we found an old man. Captain? Is that really you, Captain? Captain? Who are you, lad? Why have you forgotten me? I sailed under your half my life. Sailed under me? That's right, on the blue wave. Don't you remember it all? The blue wave. Yes, I do recall something. She was my ship, and I was the captain of the blue wave. That's right, sir. I've been searching for you for years. I'm sorry, lad. Until this very moment, I had no idea who I was in the world. So that's what happened. Then it's no wonder I had such a hard time finding word of you. I've been waiting here in this town since we lost you, believing that you must still be alive somewhere. I'd never give up the ghost that easy. So what'd you say to you, me, and the high seas once again? Aye, aye, sir. Once word gets around that you're alive and man in a ship, I'm sure the old crew will all come flocking back to you. Haha, that sounds a real treat. I wouldn't say no more to journeys like we used to have. We did have a fine time out there in the wide open sea, didn't we? And we got money and an elemental ward. Hooray. We already yanked all the money we could off of that guy. Anyway, I believe the next quest that we want to take care of is past here. I believe it's up here. Some of the merchants who service my merchantry have been having a sport of trouble with bandits. If something isn't done about it soon, I may have difficulty getting stock for my customers. That won't do at all. Something has to be done about these bandits. Alright, so this is one of two... excuse me. This has one of two completion methods, the Merchant Path. We have this guy over here. Anything you wish. That is not right. That is not the guy we want to beat up. We want to beat up someone. It's this guy, I think. Yep, Drevin. I'm sure a commoner like you wouldn't understand, but it takes quite a deal of money to maintain the lifestyle that one expects of a noble. At times, one must even lower oneself to the level of common villains, but that's not anything you would need to know about either, obviously. Well, excuse you. I'm a thief. I'm a lowly villain myself. Jerk. Do you not know who I am? I am the noblest of nobles. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ferdinand. I am the great Drevon. Show some respect. The world's coin I grasp in the palm of my hand, and that goes for the money the brigands I hire. That is to say, Alright, so this is one of two completion methods. We need to beat him up. He's a weakling. I swear, these guys just keep getting weaker and weaker. Like, I thought Miles would be pushed over, but this guy is even worse. Probably whack him 2 times with a stick and be fine. What did I just say? What did I just say? What did I just say? You knave, do you have any idea who I am? I am a noble. I have resources at my command that you cannot even imagine. I even have my own troop of bandits at my Blast, I did not mean to say that.
Aye, aye.
What's the matter, boss? If you need, I can call for some more men. You fool, I can't be seen with you in front of others. What? But... He's just another thief. He ain't gonna snitch. You there, knave. You will forget what you have seen here today. Do you understand me? I give my word that I will break all ties with such villains and leave the merchants in peace from now on. In return, I don't like the way he's cupping my face. I don't like that. I don't like the way he's doing that. In return, I will expect you to keep to yourself what you saw here today. This should help persuade you. Come on, we're leaving. Wait for me! So the alternative route to the Merchant's Path lies here in the West Gold Shore coast. We have this knowledgeable traveler. The highway is easy to walk, that's for sure, but that's not all you need in a road sometimes. Sometimes it's nice to get off the beaten path and have a bit of a stroll somewhere other than the highway. If we inquire to him, a young man committed to a life of travel. He has a fondness for this region in particular and is more familiar with its back roads and hunting trails than most locals, so we glean a safe route. So we can return to the merchant with this information. Alright, my friend. I got some info for you. Sneaky little tidbit. I see. Yes, I bet the bandits don't frequent a road like this. It's only a little bit out of the way. It shouldn't be too much of a burden on the merchants either. I'll start telling all the merchant groups about this road. We should be back in business in no time. You've been a real help here. We've really been at our wits' end. I can't believe you even found this place. Never even knew there was a road here. I suppose it's just like business. Sometimes you overlook unexpected opportunities. And that's it. All there is to the Merchant's Path. Hooray! And so ends the tale of the Merchant's Path. What are you doing, lady?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, lady. You're just weird. A woman whose noble ancestors lived in the region since the days of old. Her family once funded the construction of a cathedral in Goldshore and thereafter held tremendous influence within the community. Nevertheless, she endeavors to treat all equally and carry herself with grace and humility. Oh, that's sweet. What do you have? A wizard's rod! Oh. It was worth a shot. I'll steal the shield, though. That boosts evasion. I like that.
Good
Do you have anything to say about, like, the... No? Nothing about the woman? Like, the woman's not bothering you? Are you just completely oblivious that she's there? Knight Ardantu guards Goldshore's cathedral. As the town sees rather little in the way of crime, he passes most of his days in relative peace. With so much free time, he's gotten into the habit of taking naps even when on duty. Alright, so we got a hidden item, so that's somewhere. We do have 2 more quests to take care of here. We have the quest with Mann and then this guy down here. But I would like to take care of the Mann quest first because we are going to have to leave Goldshore for a little bit to take care of the other guy's quest. So I want to make sure that we just be doing this in a timely order. It's you, my fast friend and companion. It is I, the great adventurer Mann. Surely you have not forgotten me. I was well on my way to uncovering a new continent when I came up against the most perilous plight. I got homesick. All too often the greatest adventures bring with them the greatest sorrows. I very much want to discover new worlds, and yet I simply cannot motivate myself to leave home. If only someone could give me the gentle nudge I need to step forth into the great unknown. Well, I would have Ulrich beat you up, but the only reason I would not allow that is because I know that is not the way we need to complete this quest. I believe down here...
The truth is...
you know, I have this friend. His name is Mann. He's always wanted to be an adventurer, but between the 2 of us, he can't even tie his shoelaces without someone's help. And every time he gets down in the dumps, it always falls to me to give him the push he needs to get moving again. Curious, Harris, would you mind coming with us to push him? Perhaps you would be interested in shoving Mann? Childhood friend of Mann's, he is both admonished and encouraged his friend, who has always aspired to be a great adventurer. In secret, he is jealous of Mann's courage to chase his dream, come what may. Isn't that sweet? You want to join us, don't you? You want to... Dude, it was a 4%! Bro, why can I pull a 4% failure, but I can't pull a 3% rod? Come on. Ugh. I was gonna be so mad if it did that to me again. I was about to be furious. Alright, Mann, I got yourself a friend. Who do you think you're kidding? What? Harris, and my boon companion! Whatever is the meaning of this? Mann, didn't you finally do what you'd always wanted? Didn't you set out on a grand adventure? We've been friends since we were children, and I've always tried to be there for you. But enough is enough. You had a dream, didn't you? A dream you've held in your heart since we were boys. Weren't you going to discover an unknown land just like your hero? I know you've always been all talk and no action, but I really thought that you would do it if you were given the chance. Harris! If I so much as see your lousy face back home, I'll never speak to you again. You hear me? If you're a real man, then don't look back. I won't, I swear. You've always been the one to push me when I needed courage. I won't turn back this time. Yes, I will find a new land. I have my hand, like, on my chest. Like, I'm some superhero or something. I guess it's just part of being in character. Hear me now, O thou vast and uncharted world. I am Mann, and I venture unto thee.
Take care.
Goodbye to you, Harris. I leave you now, but I will carry you and our home always in my heart. Go then, Mann, and don't come back until you've had a true adventure. And he's gone. A new land, That sounds awfully far away. And so ends the tale of Mann Adventure Extraordinaire 2. Alright, so we have one more quest that we want to take care of, and it's down in the Goldshore Manor District. Alright, we have this guy over here.
Oh dear.
There's a right fearsome beast lurking in the sea near here. If you dare set out in a boat, it'll come right for you, which means that fishing is out of the question. So ends the tale of Scourge of the Seas. So we need to steal this Leviathan egg outside of, or from this guy, which fortunately Therian has sticky fingers, so we can get that no problem. We can also inquire to him. A rather young fisherman, what he lacks in experience makes up with enthusiasm, working hard to support his beloved, who supports him in turn. He brings home every catch, even poisonous fish and strange debris. Well, that explains why he has the Leviathan egg, I guess. Anyway, we need to head out to the Captain's Bane, which is out on, like, the Goldshore coast, or maybe it's in the, I forget exactly where it is, in terms of the map locations, but it's out in the wild, so I will be back in just I will cut to where we, find it, actually, before we get this item. Odds and ends. Okay, see you guys in a sec. Alright, so we are in the coastlands. I believe if we head down this direction, actually, yeah, it's straight up through here. If we talk to this guy, it's no good to take more than you need. That's as true as the sea true on the sea as it is anywhere. The beasts we hunt may be our prey, but they're also just trying to survive, same as us. And it doesn't do at all to go after the eggs or the young. There are some things you just don't do. You savvy? And if there ever were such a fool who took such an egg or a young in themselves, they do well to return it back to where they found it. Isn't that foreboding? No wonder why we had to steal that Leviathan egg. I only did that because I wanted to save time. A man once famous for being a master fisherman, one day it dawned upon him that the creatures of the sea are not unlike people, having families and loved ones who would mourn their passing. From then on, he resolved to only take that which was essential for his survival. Oh, isn't that nice? Anyway, into the Captain's Bane, because this is where we need to go in order to, well, return the egg to its rightful parent. And this is a fun cave that we get to explore. Yay, right? Caves are fun. Spelunking Expedition Part 2. Alright. So, I brought along Ophelia. Well, okay. So this is the party we're working with. I don't think this is going to be a particularly challenging boss fight. Everything, since this is a 35 area, like, we are all over-leveled. Especially Therian. Therian's almost level 50, so, like, he is way above where he needs to be. But I wanted to bring Alvin along because I was thinking of doing his chapter 4 first. Ulbrich is just there for the challenging because I wanted to spread out the guide, like the path actions, and then Ophelia is coming along because she is one of the lowest level members alongside Hunnet at level 36. So just to get some extra EXP, although I'm not going to focus too much on grinding here because Therian is so overleveled, I'm sure he can pull us through any of the chapter 4s without much of a problem, so I'm not too concerned about that. So I'm mostly just trying to get the stuff up. And no, there's elementals! I hate this. No, 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 no. Kill it. Please kill it.
All right.
Please kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill the elemental. Although, ironically, Therian went last, which I was expecting him to go first since he's, like, the fastest, especially considering that we're with, like, 3 of the slowest party members. Bizarre. Anyway, if we do... Oh, man, that's unfortunate. I really thought we would have been able to, break the things, but... it is what it is. Ulbrich and Ophelia got a level up off that. I do want to say that those skeletons were called Davy Bones, which I think is a very funny pun. Another thing I wanted to do before we go on, because I keep forgetting to do this, but I wanted to buy some more skills. I'm debating if I really should even bother showing them at this point, since we, for the most part, know what we're getting into with the skills. I guess we can learn Doter's Charity, so we might as well, sure, why not? It doesn't matter. Now that Alphen's apothecary line is completely done, we don't need to worry about the extra stuff there. And Ulbrich can also learn Brand's Thunder, and then I guess we can learn Taking to get second serving. it's fine, really. There should be... Yep, this is how we can get that chest. Refreshing jam. And I believe we walk up through here and around. We can get this chest with an articulate stone, which I believe that prevents silence. Literally makes you not shut up. Also, there is that chest. Ooh, purple chest for Therian. Hedgehog spear. That's an odd name for a weapon. Fortunately, it's not crazy good. Arguably. Actually, this is just a straight up improvement, and Ulbricht's not particularly fast anyway. And I don't find speed to be super crazy important, because I always feel like it's random anyway. Alright, so this is the boss arena. I'm gonna save really fast. Alright. We head down here. You sense danger lurking in the shadows. Are you ready? Yep, I'm ready. I didn't seem too happy. You don't even get to see it. The sea beast bellows mightily and attacks. Alright, I did not prepare this party at all for this guy, so we will have to just figure out what works and what does not. Oh, it has companions. Oh.
Here goes nothing.
Unnecessarily gendered sea urchins. Just joking. Oh, it's weak to wind, so it's a good thing we have, Oh. Jerk. Lightning. What? Only the pink one is weak? Bro. Bro, this actually might actually turn very poorly. Ouch. That's great. Well, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna use an Olive of Life on Alphen. Ulbricht getting put unconscious actually was a really bad move. Well, not like I really had a choice in the matter. I mean, I guess I could have undone him. Man, this stupid thing gets like 3 moves, bro. And of course, when Ulbricht... Oh, okay. Alright, well... I'm just gonna have her use Heal Wounds. Because why not? Alphen's Last Stand. Fortunately, the Crimson one is weak to axes as well. Fortunately, Therian was not stunned. Ouch. Okay, we're fine. We are okay for right now. This is extremely risky. But you know what? If we can take out the Crimson Urchin, then we should be fine. I'm gonna use Lakehole Trap on the stupid Leviathan. So the stupid thing can't go fat first. As long as the Urchin doesn't sweep me. Okay, great. Perfect. That is exactly what I was hoping for. Well, maybe not exactly, but significantly better than what I was hoping for. Here's the rough part. If this thing is weak to... not daggers. Okay, so here's the rough thing. I have to make a choice between swords and lances. Actually, no, I can use swords with Ulbricht, and then with Alphen I can use lances in case. Okay, so it must be lances, probably. Alphen is an apothecary, so... Okay, we're good! We're good. We're fine. Really, we are fine. Are you guys weak to arrows? Only the Leviathan is weak to arrows, of course he is. Didn't expect anything else. I'm gonna use just whole heal wounds. Because I don't think Therian needs too much in the ways of healing. I'm just going to You know what? I'm gonna use Shackle Foe on the Leviathan, because that thing is actually pretty... He's got pretty beefy attack, so we want to make sure he's not doing as much damage.
Alright.
It's just... Can we empoison the urchins?
Your poison.
We can. Alright, cool. Okay, yeah, that helps a lot. That is significantly less damage. Alright, we need to figure out what the heck this stupid urchin is weak to. I would use Dark, but unfortunately, Ophelia is kind of on healing duty right now. However...
Have at you.
Ober can use Spearhead on the Leviathan.
I shall pierce you through.
Out of my way.
Unfortunately... This is a bit rough. Actually, I have an idea. Here.
Here we go.
Yes. If we use the spear move.
Now then.
Ulbrich can break the Leviathan. Then Therion can break... Oh, shoot! I did it wrong. Ah, crud. Oh well, it's fine. The Leviathan was more of the threat than anything else, so...
Here goes nothing.
let me... I guess we can use Icicle on the blue urchin.
Cool off.
Okay, maybe not. I was anticipating maybe he was weak to, like, that or something. I guess we can use heal wounds again, just... Sure. That works. Alright, Therion can use Lightning Blast. Break the urchin, deal some extra damage to the Leviathan.
The battle is truly
Did we already try the sword on the other guys? Okay, so the Crimson Urchins... What could the blue urchin possibly be weak to? Like, for real though. This is going to be a bit rough. I can already tell. Alright, how are we gonna do this? Cause like that, I just realized like, Because I just realized that stupid,
Here we go.
the stupid Leviathan gets the move. Actually, we could do hired help. Sure. I don't care. I don't care. What are you gonna do? You gonna sweep me? You gonna sweep me, huh? Not afraid of you.
have at you.
I'm not afraid of you.
Rain arrows upon them.
I'm not afraid of you at all.
I will not be defeated.
We'll have, do we have any... I should have used Lake Hole Trap. I really should have. I should have used Lake Hole Trap. You know what, yeah, no, there really is no way I can get out of this without using a pomegranate on Alphen. Well, you know, I've wasted things on worse things before. Where are my pomegranates? There they are.
Have this.
I have wasted worse
Out of my way.
worse things before, so, you know, frankly, it's, you know, skin off my back.
Here goes nothing. nothing.
Use defend, Alvin can go first, and then you get the puppet with stick 4 times.
Well then,
Ophelia can just, I don't know, use Peacock Strut on, oh wait, we don't have Peacock Strut on her. Wow. I played myself. Really did play myself. We use Lion Dance on Ulbrich then.
this is the life.
Out of my way.
Then we can use Lightning Blast. Ulbrich can use True Strike.
Aim well and true.
Well,
Ophelia use a boosted heal wounds.
let your wounds be healed.
Out of my.
Therian can use Lightning Blast. Like 3,000 damage, that's pretty good. Ulbrich use... Oh, we can use Brand's Thunder. Ooh.
I wreak havoc upon thee.
Then that's the damage cap. 9,999. You can't take more damage than that, so, you know,
Pick your poison.
you just want to keep doing that. Thank you, Ulbrich.
My turn now.
Thank you, Ulbrich, for protecting us. I owe you my life.
Your wounds be healed.
We all owe you our lives.
Bring it on.
We can use, I guess, just trade winds on him. That really didn't do that much, so I probably should use just regular attacks. If we use... Like Old Trap, there we go. I was like, I know what I want to use, I just can't remember the name of it. I'm a terrible gamer. I'm a fake gamer, I'm sorry to say. Anyway, we could just start going crazy.
Rain arrows upon them.
Wow, that was kind of sad. Anyway, we just
Goes nothing.
poke it with a stick and get some SP back too while we're at it.
Not be defeated.
Ophelia can just use heal wounds because we are a little we're hurting just a little bit, just a tiny bit, small
Out of
amount.
my way.
And then Therian can use Lightning Blast. Alright, and then what I'm gonna do, I guess, is we'll use Lion Dance again on Ulbrich.
Is the life.
And Ulbrich can use True Strike.
Out of my way.
Alphen...
Here you go.
What can you do, Alphen? I don't want to use Tired Help again, because that's probably going to be overkill. Therian can just use Lightning Blast. We gotta be getting close to the HP cap for this guy. Dissolving Mist. Okay. Ouch. Well, alright. If you want to play like that, then do Leg Hole Trap.
Ensnare them.
Fortunately, Ophelia has 4 PP, so she is totally fine with doing whatever.
My turn.
Just 4 BP, so we can very easily just use Heal More, and we're pretty much back up to full, almost, except for Therian, because he is massively over-leveled, as one may expect. We're just gonna keep rinsing and repeating, because this guy seems to be not able to do much else. Fortunately, Ophelia actually has the opportunity to do an extra attack, although, you know what, we'll just Holy Light, shoot light at it.
Oh, sacred light.
Ulbrich can then use Rain of Arrows.
Rain
Want to be
arrows
careful
upon
because he's starting to get dangerously low on his SP, so we have enough for one more move, pretty much. And then I guess Alphen just, you know what, Alphen just give Ulbrich a plum. Just that way we don't accidentally run out in case we don't finish him off this round.
My turn now.
Because I know I have accidentally tried to make it so that I could very easily do that lion dance.
Is the light.
Or like I anticipate that I like can like kill him this round and I don't.
All right.
So we'll just stack everything. Donate BP to Ulbrich.
Need some of this? Got him.
And then we'll use, I guess, Lightning Blast. Okay, didn't even need to do that much stacking for Ulbrich. No big deal. We get a level up for Therian. He's almost to level 50, so we might actually be able to take on that quest in Victor's Hollow pretty soon. Grr. Leave him be. All that beast wanted was for you to return that egg you were holding. Grr. Now go. Grr. Pixel by pixel, just slowly sinks below the water. We're all just trying to survive in this world, be we man or beast or man. Sometimes we gotta hunt others to survive, sometimes we're the ones that get hunted. But we do it to survive, and we don't hunt each other out of pleasure. Never take a life when you don't have to. Though that lesson can take a mighty long time to learn. We get a Leviathan shield and we finished off. The youngins will inherit these seas someday, and that's why it's important to make sure they learn what really matters now, before the old hands like myself are all gone. Alright, so something interesting to note, and I forgot, I don't think I've ever mentioned this before, but whenever you defeat a boss in a cave, generally speaking, there are going to be, like, new, different versions of that boss that you just fought in the cave that Haunted can capture with her Beast Lore command. So those are usually very strong, so also something to keep in mind if you're looking for some powerful monsters, if for whatever reason you like using the Beast Lore command. I don't know why you would, but you can. It's there. But anyway, that's actually going to be it for this episode, I think. Because we got all of the quests done in the second towns. I know this is going to be a bit of a longer episode, but, you know, I just wanted to squeeze them all in. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, leave a like, maybe consider subscribing, or leave a comment, whatever feels good for you. And with that, I will see you guys in the next episode, which I will keep a secret because I'm not entirely sure what I want to do yet. I'm going to feign the illusion of mystery instead of not knowing what I'm supposed to do, or what I want to do, I should say. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. See you guys then.